We're still on all the action from match day 29. As we said, it was an exciting round of action. But starting with you, Victor, I know you would not like this question, but we have to ask regardless. And this is no exaggeration here at all. But is Wolves beating Liverpool 2-1 the biggest upset of the 2025 to 26 Premier League season?
If I say no, you're going to get on my case saying I'm biased, right?
Well, you need to tell us which game you think is considered a
No, no,
bigger
no.
upset.
In all seriousness, yes, absolutely shocking that Wolves managed this. And the fact that it was bottom side versus reigning champions is always a huge upset, especially with how doomed Wolves have looked almost all season. So, biggest upset of the season? Yes, I think so. We might see some more shocks between now and May, especially where Spurs are concerned. But I think topping this one will take some doing.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised to see that because after Liverpool scored 1-1, I was certain they would win the game. But for Wolves to
I
fight back
thought it
again,
might Yeah, I thought it might end up in a draw, to be honest, because they had been so sterile all game and it was already quite late. But the fact that Wolves still managed to nick it, that was brilliant.
yeah, indeed, that's the beauty of the Premier League. Anyways, moving over to you, Max. In a game filled with clear-cut opportunities, how did Nottingham Forest come from behind twice to salvage a point against Manchester City?
At this point, I feel like I'm probably cursed because every time I blame some of the teams, then they play one of their best games of the season, and it happened again with Forest now. I mean, obviously, City played much better in that game, and they should have get at least one or maybe even two penalties and end up winning. But the way they fight at the Etihad, which always a pretty much hard place to play, just look at the stats for Man City this season at home, and you never expect to see that from a team that's fighting for relegation. So, I mean, obviously we didn't expect that, but the way Forest playing lately really put Tottenham in a bad place because West Ham is also doing great, and we should always see that happening.
Yeah. And back to you, Victor. Everton beat Burnley 2-0 to keep their hopes of European football alive. Was that result ever in any doubt?
That's what I also thought about Liverpool facing Wolves, City against Forest, Fulham versus West Ham. Yet here we are, midweek match day madness. I think Burnley are just dead set on taking over from Wolves as bottom of the barrel this season. I did not see much fight from them against Everton, but it's also understandable after the way they lost against Brentford at the weekend. That's going to pour lead into any team's boots. Still, good on Everton keeping things going. They are very much in with a shout for the UEFA spots, and this was exactly the sort of game they needed to win if they wanted to achieve that. So Liverpool should be taking notes, actually. And as for Everton, they might as well make a statue for Moyes if he takes them into Europe again. Seriously.
Yeah, right. And then the final note, Max. Sunderland finally returned to winning ways in the Premier League after a 1-0 victory over Leeds. Would you say it was a deserving win or not?
I mean, when you have only one shot on target and you end up winning, probably not. But I wouldn't say that Leeds played much better than Sunderland. It looked like Sunderland knew what they're doing. They took their momentum and scored, but Leeds somehow didn't. So I'd probably say it was pretty much 50-50 game, but Sunderland just played their moment better and ended up winning. But when you win only third game of the season on the road and it ends up being in that fashion that you have only one shot on target, probably not really.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I mean, in football, especially the way the Premier League is now, 3 points is all that matters, to be fair. So let's see if they would build up on that, victory over Leeds. And that's all we have for match day 29. Spurs versus Palace game is still yet to take place. But I mean, with those two, you don't even know what to expect. Both teams could actually lose that game. But yeah, we just have to wait and see. And also, there are no Premier League games this weekend due to the FA Cup, but we will still be here to give all the best bits, all the best talking points, and all the best post-match analysis as they happen.